pleasant day to all the participants on this virtual orientation on COVID-19 vaccination. I am Donere Mondala. I am one of your division nurses. This day I am tasked to present to all of you addressing psychological barriers to vaccination. To start with, for many of us, the coronavirus and the COVID-19 illness make for a very uncertain future, evoking fear and anxiety in the individual and societal levels. The effects of COVID-19 pandemic is felt globally. All sectors of society were affected. It shut down a lot of businesses, works, and schools. One of the most affected sectors is the educational sector, where all of us are currently connected. That is why we are currently implementing new method of teaching, learning, delivery. That is also the reason why our students are confined in their respective house or homes. When we hear the news about experts developing vaccines, we were very excited and the anticipation of having the vaccine was very high. We were even questioning when will be our government procure the vaccines that we must receive. While vaccine development has progressed all over the world, the next challenge in the fight against COVID is vaccine hesitancy and resistance, which contradicts the excitement and anticipation that all of us felt before. What might be the possible causes of vaccine hesitancy? We've identified two possible causes. Number one is person-specific characteristics, which under this is the previous experience of the person with the vaccines or vaccine that he or she received before, and the relationship with the healthcare system where our doctors, nurses, and other health personnel belong in this system. If the experience of the person was positive, basically his thinking or understanding about the vaccine will be positive. However, if he or she had negative experience, basically there will be doubt on his or her part about the vaccine that he or she will receive, specifically the COVID-19 vaccine. Another factor or cause of vaccine hesitancy is the community level factors, which under this, it has social norms, external factors, vaccine policy. So the vaccine policy is crucial, no? Very crucial and critical. No? This is how the government is laying down the policy that we must follow. The social norms are the belief of a certain society about vaccination. No? And the external factors are the influences like the social media, the uh, our loved ones or our friends, colleagues who already received the COVID-19 vaccine. And this vaccine hesitancy or the factors can affect the individual's decision to receive the COVID-19 vaccine. This vaccine hesitancy can lead to vaccine confidence gap, which is easy, which is the result of people hearing inconsistent messages about vaccines, which may lead or which may erode trust in vaccines, providers, and the healthcare system. Misinformation about the vaccines, especially those circulating in social media, is detrimental to how people receive or perceive the vaccine. So the information or the details about the vaccine, about the specific vaccine, is critical, no? And crucial because it can affect how a person can decide, no, whether or not he or she will submit himself or herself to be vaccinated. So another important thing is how we are communicating the importance of vaccines and conveying accurate, comprehensive information related to immunization safety, which is expected to be a healthcare priority. No? So, as I've mentioned a while ago, detailed information about the specific vaccine is crucial. No? Since it's crucial and critical, it should be relayed properly. The masses or the people should be educated regarding this matter. No? So, how are we going to reduce vaccine hesitancy? Number one is the provision of accurate information or having the accurate information, proper communication, and this too can lead to increased confidence. So having accurate information that must be, no, we'll use the word must be conveyed to the people or properly communicated to the people, addressing concerns, no, can lead, as mentioned, to understanding the vaccine fully. If all of us can understand the importance of COVID-19 vaccines, if all of us will be educated with the right information, so basically the confidence, no, will be very high. Sometimes hesitancy and resistance or doubts will cause distress. And distress is not a positive experience for an individual. So when threat is uncertain and continuous, as in the current coronavirus disease, Fear and anxiety can become chronic and burdensome. So fear that is experienced by an individual might be a result of a biochemical response, or can be a chronic and burdensome, or it can be the result of a normal reaction to danger, perhaps a symptom for mental health condition. But fear is natural and primitive, and it guides our choices. So one thing I want to stress out to all of you is that not all human beings have the same sensitivity to danger. Some tend to underestimate it and go ahead no matter the risk, while others are much more reserved, some even paralyzed by fear. So what are the common symptoms of distress? No? So the common symptoms of distress is divided into four, or classified into four: cognitive symptoms, emotional symptoms, physical symptoms, behavioral symptoms. So under cognitive symptoms, a person might experience memory problems, inability to concentrate, poor judgment, seeing only the negative, anxious or will have racing thoughts, and last, constant worrying. These cognitive symptoms can greatly affect a person's decision making, no? If he will be focused, no, on all of these symptoms, basically it can greatly affect him or her. Another classification is the emotional symptoms, which is consist basically of moodiness, irritability or short temper, agitation, inability to relax, feeling overwhelmed, sense of loneliness and isolation, depression, or general unhappiness. So a person might experience all of this, no, and will respond negatively on these emotional symptoms. Basically, the danger here is if the person will be overwhelmed. Another classification is the physical symptoms. A person might experience aches and pains, no, diarrhea or constipation, nausea or nausea, dizziness, chest pain or rapid heartbeat, a loss of sex drive, and frequent colds. The last classification is the behavioral symptoms, which a person might experience eating more or less, sleeping too much or too little, isolating himself or herself from others, procrastinating or neglecting responsibilities, using alcohol, cigarettes, or drugs to relax. Or the person might be having or experiencing nervous habits like nail biting or pacing. Basically, all the symptoms mentioned can, as mentioned, greatly affect the productivity of a certain person. No? Oh, it is crucial. Our coping mechanism is crucial in responding to these symptoms. Basically, sometimes all of us will experience one, two, or some of the symptoms, but it is how we cope with the symptoms that we are experiencing that can be one of the biggest factor, no, to be to continually be productive. Okay, so I have here tips to manage distress. So as what I've mentioned previously, those symptoms can, if we are overwhelmed with the symptoms, if we will be very focused on the symptoms, basically it can hamper our productivity. No, our self uh, will be overwhelmed. No, so which is very, it's not a good situation. So tips to manage distress. Number one is keep calm. So basically, educate. Let's educate ourselves now about the COVID-19 vaccine. So the important details that we need, uh, we can read them or search them or ask the experts. No? So if we will educate ourselves, basically we will not worry about the COVID-19 vaccine. No? So if we will not worry, it's because we know the facts. If we will just rely on social media posts, unreliable sources, so it's very dangerous, no? So next is be positive, no? In every negative situation that we are currently experiencing or we experienced before, there is a silver lining, no? And we need to take note of that silver lining, no? For the information about the vaccines, no? Again, we must know the facts first before believing, no, that this vaccine is not good and so on and so forth. So let's be proactive in educating ourselves so that we can verify what is posted on the social media, what is coming out from uh, unreliable news article. No? Next is take it easy. One thing we need to notice is a lot of countries have started or finished, basically started their vaccination program. No? Millions of people have received the 2 doses recommended by recommended, no, COVID-19 vaccine. So let's just wait for our um, turn. If it's our turn to receive the vaccine, at least starting today until a day before, no, or a day before we will receive our first dose, we have ample time to educate ourselves. No? Data is available, no? Reliable and accurate data about a specific type of vaccine is available. No? Next is don't stress yourself too much about the uh, negative news, no? Especially those posted on social media. Next is enjoy life. No? Let's remember that we only have one life and we must make the most of it. No? Slow down. Again, educate yourself. Don't bombard yourself with uh, negative uh, news. Don't surround yourself with negative people or toxic colleague. No, so surround yourself with positive people. Next is unplug, meaning detach yourself from social media, from negative situations, from negative people. No, try to connect with uh, positive people, connect with nature. Basically, detach yourself from a negative situation. Next is relax. So we have our own way of doing things, no? We know the things that would make us feel relaxed. So continue doing that, no? Go outside, have a trip, no? With your friends, with your family, okay? Have fun, and last but not the least, be happy. Be grateful of the things that we have or you have, no? Because the things that you are ignoring might be the most important thing that you have. So before I will end, allow me to share to you two quotes, no? Which is very striking. Number one is have faith and trust the process. No? Second is health is not valued till sickness comes. So for those people who have experienced the effects of COVID-19, was who acquired the virus and experienced how it is to have or to have the virus, no? All of them realize that the most important asset that we have is our health, no? So let's always remember to value our health. With that, thank you for your time, for your attention. Keep safe, everyone. Educate yourself. Follow health protocol. God bless us, everyone. Thank you.